What's up, everybody? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Prehistoric Kingdom live stream. My name's Rosie, and today we're going to be playing some Prehistoric Kingdom. So, as usual, guys, let me know how the audio is. Can you guys hear the background music? I'm worried it might be too loud. I have it very quiet for me, but on stream it turns or plays back really loud. So let me know how that is. But how is everyone? Hey, Mrs. T-Rex, Spino Dude, Mac. I'm very bad with usernames, guys, by the way. Datlin, Ecat, Evan, Stream Elements. The whole gang is here. But hey, everyone. So we're back to our normal weekly live streams where we continue just building our prehistoric park. So let's get into it. Let me show you. Okay. So here we have our park. Is it playing? Oh, here we go. So we've finished the Patchy Ranch. So I did make a couple of little changes. I added a little sign, some of the foliage here. I added a fence along the path, which I might change to match the fence of the enclosure. So probably while I'm kind of revamping things, I'll do that. And then I did place down, ooh, you can hear the animals. That's kind of cool. So we did place down some planters here, which I might move. Basically, I do have to like tilt them so that they sit nicely along the hill. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit for me. Finally giving Acro a proper habitat. Yes, I know. Well, I did... I did remove where he was originally. I don't know if I did anything new at the maze, actually. I think I just... So I did place down these planters and little trees in the last stream that we had with this park, but I did change them slightly just so they look a bit newer. There's a lot... We need a lot of crowd control in our park. We have 2 enclosures, and it's poppin', but I think everyone likes the... A lot of people like the maze. Oh, well, I guess we have 3, including the Microraptors and Archaeopteryx. So here they are in here. I know we'd be able to see in here better with the lights, but I just think that would be mean for the birds if there's like artificial lighting. And they praise the their little god bird that the staff, we pretend, are not allowed to remove from their little dome. So here's some Archaeopteryx here with their beautiful blue tails. Oh, they're very, very cute. I'm definitely looking forward to more mini exhibits being added to the game. I think they'll be cute because I just love, well, right now I have the maze, so it's kind of making the whole area a lot bigger and the attraction bigger. But I'm excited just for the mini exhibits. Just either there can be like a cluster of them together, or maybe there can just be like, you know, one in between some of the bigger animal enclosures that guests can like stop off and take a look at. Oh, here's some Microraptors. Oh my god, best friends! One is sleeping. But how has everyone been? So it's been 7-8 days since the last stream, the last week's stream. So normally we stream on Tuesdays now, but because Monday the 31st was Halloween, I decided to stream on the Monday instead. And it was really awesome to have Cindy and Ida on stream. And Ida was drawing all the little character cutouts. So that was really, really cool. Because she's so quick at it. And I think they all turned out awesome. So I think 2 of them are available as stickers on our Discord now. We wanted to have more, but we just didn't have enough room to add all of them. I'm actually, just for when I'm building, I'm just going to play God here and just demand that everything is much nicer. What else do we have? Oh yeah, so we still have our little tacos here. I think in time I might, because I built this quite big, and I think I might cut it off here, make it a bit smaller, and then have a pathway. I just grab like anything, have like a path, and then have like more shops and food places, just because I like the entrances to have like a lot of like food and the apparel stores and gift stores. But yeah, and then we have the 1 bathroom. That's a bit of a walk away, but you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And there's a hose for, I don't know, if you need to hose yourself down afterwards. Maybe if you don't get there on time. But yeah, cute design. So a few things from our park are from the Steam Workshop. So today I'm going to place the Acrocanthosaurus Enclosure basically where we were holding our little acro. So I think I just placed him because our animals don't fight in the game yet. We can kind of place them in any enclosure with whatever animal. And I think I did place, oh yeah. So here's our Smilodon here. And our acro is in here somewhere. He's lurking somewhere. So we'll have to scout him out and try find him. We've got a lot of nice patchies in here. They're very happy. Little dirty. Maybe we'll just clean everything. Spino Dude on YouTube says those bathrooms are intense. It's a fight. It's a fight to get to the bathrooms. So Rearmost line 95 first stream. Awesome. Welcome. Question, when is the game out? Or if it is, how much is it? Yep, so the game is out in early access at the moment. It's available for, I think, about £24. UK pounds are around $29 on Steam. You just missed the sale. We were 20% off. But keep an eye out because I'm sure it won't be long before we go on sale again. Especially coming up to winter. But yet the game is in early access, which means the game is still in development, but people can play. And then the game will be regularly updated with new gameplay features and also new species. So actually, let me quickly switch over to our Trello board. One sec. So guys, in the chat, anyway, on Twitch, I'm not too sure about YouTube, but there is a link to our public roadmap on Trello. So I'm going to swap over now. So you can see, guys, the next update is going to be quite big. So we'll have 3 new species, Coelophysis, Dilophosaurus, and Solidosaurus. We're also getting a new desert map, which is very exciting. And then we're also going to be introducing the research system and guest welfare, as well as lots of other fun things like new animations for the animals. Obviously the current in-game animals will get new animations, as well as obviously the new species that will be introduced in that update. So that will be out by the end of the year. So that's good news. Not long now, because we are in November. So guys, take a look at our Trello board if you haven't already, because it'll give you some ideas of what to expect in the new update. Microwave Man says, first stream on YouTube, is the game compatible with Steam Deck? So we've heard feedback that people can play it, but it hasn't been properly tested. So if you ask around in our Discord, some of the players will be able to give you feedback on how the game plays, how it performs on the Steam Deck. But at the moment, it is mostly just a mouse and keyboard game. You gotta go, school, bye. School! Should you not be finished school? Anyway, okay, study hard, so you too can stream a game online one day. Mac Welch says, off topic, but is anyone excited about Black Panther 2 this weekend? Oh, that is opening. I'm not too sure. I feel kind of sad that Chadwick isn't in the game, or isn't in the movie anymore. But I don't know, I really feel like because of the Disney Plus streaming services and everything, and so many, because I was not like a huge fan, but I really enjoyed seeing like the Marvel movies and all their phases, and you know, the Avengers, like obviously Infinity War and Endgame, and the new Spider-Man was cool, and just like the build up and lead up to everything was really cool. But I think just with the streaming services, I think I've only watched WandaVision. I didn't watch Loki or Falcon and the Winter Soldier or anything. I didn't watch those. So I just feel like there's too much at the moment. But I'm sure for like really big fans, it's awesome because there's just so much content to keep up with. Okay, anyway, I get quite distracted while reading chat, but that's okay. I love talking to you guys, but I do want to get a start on building our acro enclosure. So not too sure how I want the finished enclosure to look, but I want it to look a little scary, because obviously acro is a little scary. I think someone in chat actually asked earlier when the countdown was on, is Acro bigger than T-Rex? No. Acro is smaller. So here's our T-Rex. We can place them beside each other later on. And then Acro is like a little smaller. But I know, I feel like T-Rex, like maybe you could avoid. And Acro, because he's smaller, maybe he's faster. Quick turns. And look, he's ready to, like, if you're hiding in like a tight spot, like I feel like he'd be able to squeeze in and get you. The female, yeah, females are same size. T-Rex is way more chunky. Yeah, I know. He'd definitely be slower. Acro's more slender. I know. Look at her. Girl. Let me see. Spino Dude on YouTube said, I haven't been able to keep up with Marvel. I feel like there's too much coming, and since Endgame, I haven't been as into the story. Yeah, that's the exact same with me. I just feel like, because obviously there's sort of like new characters. There's sort of like new main people going to be in Avengers, because some of the older crew are retired. But, yeah, I don't know what movies... I don't know what ones I'm looking forward to, actually. I guess if there's another, like, Doctor Strange and another Spider-Man, it'll be interesting to see. They kind of reset Spider-Man, if you know, you know from the last one. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with Spider-Man. But I think there's very few movies that people, like, are really looking forward to. But the later Avengers, they're doing, like, I think it's the Kang Dynasty. So that seems interesting. I didn't see... Oh, shoot, what is it? It's like the... I can't remember the name of the super. I didn't see that Rings one, but I was told it was very good, so I might watch it on Disney before the next Avengers comes out, because I feel like that kind of side of the world and their stories seem quite cool. Let me just fix this patch a little bit. Okay, so let me guys show you so we have a lot of in-game prefabs already. So if you guys are a bit overwhelmed with all the building in Prehistoric Kingdom, there's lots of different prefabs for you guys to choose from. And also the Steam Workshop is up and running, so just take a look there, because players build amazing buildings and enclosures and shelters for the animals that you can just easily plop into your park. Mammal said, hey Rose, I have an idea for the Ice Age mammals have a tar bath enrichment. There will definitely be more enrichment items introduced throughout early access, so keep an eye out for that. But it is really cute, so if you guys have ideas for enrichments, post cute like animal pictures on our Discord. So there, so on Twitch I've linked the Discord, so join it guys if you haven't already, because you'll get loads of ideas for park building. So let me see, there is prefab. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah. So I kind of want to do a little bit inspired by this one, mainly because there's like a little window here that guests can see. So I'm going to do a little path, and then maybe we'll do some big rocks. I think I'll stick with this color, and then basically do kind of like a hallway of like windows for the guests to look into, and then it will open up into like the bigger enclosure. But I think I like this the way you can kind of see them sleeping. Hopefully it's soundproof glass so people don't like tap at the glass. Oh, and also because of in our most recent update, guys, which was also like kind of the Halloween update, because we included loads of Halloween content, we got loads of like destruction items, like cables broken, chain link fences. So maybe it'd be cool on the window we could put like a big crack in the window where the Acro tried to get out. And then as we continue building our park and later live streams, I want like obviously the bigger, scarier dinosaurs to be more, their kind of enclosures are more of like a lockdown, and we'll use like some of the scarier kind of fencing like these. But I know there's some cool fencing that people made on the workshop, so I'll probably download some of that. Hey Connor, welcome on YouTube. LBT asking about some species. We're very excited at some of, I mean, we can't say too much. We didn't have a dev diary for October, guys, just because it was so close to us releasing the update. And we just really didn't have any news. It was literally just like, we're kind of just working on the same stuff. So let me see. I'm just going to pull out some of these rocks and see. So I basically want to make this, but bigger, kind of my own version of it a little bit. So I'm just going to be playing around with rocks for the next few minutes just to see what we can get. I'm also very excited because I believe in the next update we're going to get more rocks added to the game. So that'll be quite exciting. Because even though with scaling and you can rotate rocks, you can make them look quite different. But I am looking forward to some flatter rocks in the game. Oh yeah, talking about baby animals. Yes, so guys, we would like towards the end of early access, it does say on our roadmap that we want breeding where there can be baby animals. So hopefully if development all goes well, we can add baby animals in the game. But that would be really cute. That's like the one thing that I would love for Prehistoric Kingdom is baby animals. So yeah, I kind of want a longer version of this, so I'm literally just messing around with loads of the rocks. Maybe we'll have more of like, I just want a longer viewing area where people, I want it to be kind of like tight squeeze. So it's a little like nerve-wracking, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like a narrow path, and then you're kind of in front of these big scary dinosaurs, because the guests at the moment, they would have only seen the Acrocanthosaurus and maybe the Patchies if they walked up to the farmland. Oh, and I also I flattened the terrain here just so I kind of have the little Patchy Ranch up on this cute little hill. And then I might continue the kind of raised level and have more kind of like a farmland for certain specific animals, to have little habitats there. Good morning, Gorgon Bones. Wait, babies aren't planned. Well, we do for later in early access. Let me... So it won't be for a very, very long time. Oh yeah. So here we go. Wait, can you guys see that? Oh yeah, there we go. So that's later down. I mean, things, you know, things are always subject to change, but having breeding and baby animals in the game is something that we really, really want to do. But that will be closer to the end of early access, so it will be at least a year away, guys. But we have lots planned to add a lot more park management in the game. So I think next year is going to be really good for really improving or just building on what we have on Prehistoric Kingdom. Also, probably in the new year, we'll get obviously new species and a new map and new biome and more foliage. So lots of cool new plants to use in your parks. You'll have kind of more animals socializing, so you get kind of cool animations. And yeah, a lot of kind of additions that will make the park seem a lot more lifelike. What babies would you want to see the most, Rosie? Well, everyone knows Dryosaurus is my favorite because he already looks like a baby. So a baby Dryosaurus sounds like the cutest thing ever. I actually have my, oh wait, let me switch to the, there we go. I do have a new kitten. I don't know where she's gone because just to this side of me, I have like a little extension to my desk. I have a chest of drawers with some stuff on it, and I put a blanket there, and she's started to sleep there sometimes. So I'm hoping she'll hop up again. And then maybe I can show her on stream. That would be very cute. Mamold on Twitch said, just imagine a bunch of Dryo chicks hopping around like baby ostriches. I know, or little emos. That would be so cute. Imagine the little Acrocanthosaurus. Like, they'd be proper little chicks with like little feathers on their little long tails. That'd be so cute. Or I suppose they'd probably have like, because like kittens kind of have like rat tails and stuff at first, so they don't have like fur on their paws, so maybe they wouldn't have their little kind of quills or feathers yet. Okay, so I'll continue adding, just make kind of like a long hallway. Maybe you can like twist around a little bit. And then basically in the gaps, I want to put large panes of glass that we can put a few like cracks in just to make it look real scary. I don't know. I haven't decided if the cracks are really like the acros actually smashed into the glass or if it's just to scare guests and make it look like they did. It depends if I'm feeling evil that day or not. PK rocks are cool. I noticed, I think because a lot of like content creators, like streamers, YouTubers, they just comment a lot on the rocks because you just spend so much time on rocks. It's like, just trying to fill the silence. Yeah, I could spend like a long time. What I like to do when I'm playing PK is I'll have like a podcast on. Or I listen to a lot of like true crime as well. Oh, this one looks quite good actually. Rocks are life. I know, Mrs. T-Rex, I know. If in doubt, get a rock out. It's like if you're ever unsure, like, does my enclosure need something else? Just add more rocks. Just do it. I had a weird story time actually, guys. So I went to see Oliver Tree over the weekend. He was performing in London. So he's that artist on TikTok that sings "Life Goes On and On and On and On and On." He does a lot more better songs as well. I actually do like that song. The verses are pretty good. And he sings "Alien Boy." That's some of his like most well-known songs. So I went to see him over the weekend. It was very, very good. I don't know if anyone else was at the show. It was in Kentish Town in London. But it was very, very good, very entertaining. He's a very good performer. And it was a small venue, so it was really cool. I actually, so I went with my boyfriend and we actually got like right up at the front, so that was really cool to get a good view. Whenever I go to shows, I'm always like, oh, I gotta be standing. And I don't like queue up hours and hours early, but I do like to get there definitely before the doors open to get a good spot. Hello, Toxic Bubbles. Welcome to today's stream. But yeah, so really randomly, we were queuing and we met a couple of other people. We were chatting to them in the queue and we were kind of queuing alongside the building. And so there was like a front entrance and then we kind of went around the back and the queue extended. Like by the time doors were nearly opening at 7, the queue was like very, very long. So we were glad because we got there at maybe like 5:30. Doors open at 7. So we were happy that we got there kind of early because we did end up getting like a really good spot for the show. But when we were kind of close to one of the side entrance doors, a car pulled round and really randomly Belle Delphine got out of the car, and I guess she is from London or England anyway. And we didn't really know if it was her at first, but obviously it was just like pink wig, razor pink headset. You know, it was Belle Delphine. So we're kind of like, oh, I wonder, is she in the show? She just like a guest? Is she just here to see it? She kind of just walked in and I don't know if like an Uber dropped her off or like her dad dropped her off. That's what it kind of looked like. I don't know who did. It was kind of random because she was just by herself. And then where we were sitting, where we were standing. So we weren't at the center. We were kind of like if you're facing the stage, to the right of the stage a little bit. And there was a side entrance. So right before Oliver Tree came on live, we saw there was a couple of people, and then Belle Delphine, they came out of this other entrance, and they were watching the show from there. And she had a little like a mask on. It was like a white or pink light mask, And then some people were getting photos with her, and she was kind of far away. And then one guy actually beside us, like, I'm Irish, if anyone doesn't know, he actually traveled from Ireland to see Oliver Tree. So we made friends with a few guys while we were waiting. They were really nice. And he actually like left his spot to move over, and he got a selfie with Belle Delphine. And he randomly, like, because he's from Ireland, he got to like the front of the barrier. He got a selfie with Belle Delphine. He was quite like lucky throughout the night, I feel, because pretty much everything he set out to do, he did. So the look of the Irish there. Anyway, like, I wouldn't know what to say to Belle Delphine if I met her. I don't know, it's like, oh, I'm not a fan, but like, I've seen some of your work, so like, I don't know what to say. But anyway, great show. Oliver was amazing. Then randomly, end of the show, like the crowd was dispersing. We were like heading out. We were still kind of on the grounds. Loads of people were leaving. I wanted to head over to the merch table to get a hoodie. And out of nowhere, a beautiful pink-haired angel is running directly towards me. She was nowhere where I'd seen her last, but Belle Delphine was literally running towards me. Really random. And I went, hi, Belle. And then I just assumed she was just going to keep running by or whatever. I mean, she looked like she had somewhere to go. I don't know. Maybe she had some anime thing to shoot. I don't know. Anyway, she actually stops and she turned around and really cute. She still had her mask on. She was like, hi. And then I didn't know what to say. I kind of like blacked out for a sec because I was like, oh shoot, I don't have anything else to say. And then I couldn't remember if I just turned around and walked away from her or if she turned around and kept running. I think she just turned around and kept running though. But I mean, she was in costume, so obviously, like, she shouldn't really, like, behave, like, she shouldn't really be rude to people if she's, like, dressed up as, like, Belle Delphine, but she was really nice to everybody, so there you go. That's my little story. Guys, let me know if you've, like, randomly seen, like, a YouTuber or any kind of celebrity. Connor is mentioning a baby T-Rex. I know, a little baby T-Rex would be so cute. I think any baby dinosaur would be so cute to have in the game. Oh. So back to resizing some rocks. Ooh. Fish1167 on Twitch says met Terry Crews at the airport once. That's cool. I like to think Terry Crews is quite nice because he does a lot of hosting for like family shows. Like didn't he host America's Got Talent? So I feel like he'd have to be quite nice. I was hoping to somehow meet Oliver Tree, or like, I don't know, or so basically I'm from Dublin, Ireland, and he does have a Dublin show at the end of this month. So if I saw someone from his team, I'd be like, oh, I'll fly over to Dublin if I can get some tickets. So if anyone from Oliver Tree's team is watching this stream right now, send tickets, please. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this guy. And, okay, let me see. Oh, we need some cleaning. We have some cleaning to do. Let's see if our animals are happy. Happy? You've seen... Oh, Gorgon Bone says, it wasn't randomly, but I've met James Gurney. Ooh, very nice. Mumbled also said, you all have seen celebrities when I've had the privilege of seeing Jedi Master Godal speak at my school. Ooh. Nice. I don't think... no celebrities have ever, like, visited my school. And I went to quite a big school in Dublin. There's, like, 1,200 girls there, which for Ireland, that's a big school. I know, like, high schools in America can be quite large. That's very big for my school, for an Irish secondary school. So our patches are happy. Oh, here we go. Here's the acro. Look at him. He has a taste for the little fruit block. This fence would totally hold an Acrocanthosaurus. Maybe it's like he grew up. We'll pretend he grew up with the Patchies. So he thinks he's a Pachyrhinosaurus. Very, very cute. Wonder, can Nigel give us a little something something?
Acrocanthosaurus, the high-spined lizard. An apex predator, and a good one at that. Each side of its upper jaw sports 19 razor-sharp teeth, but I don't recommend getting close enough to count them all.
Thank you, Nigel. Okay, back to our little rock thing going on, which will eventually become part of a beautiful enclosure. So I'm going to grab some of the large windows, and then I want to plan out. So I don't know if anyone else does this, but I'll kind of draw the path of the shape of the enclosure, what I want it to be. I think a lot of people do that to plan out where they want things first before they actually start building anything. Let me see. Oh, windows, windows. Oh, here we go. So we're starting off with a very small window. We need it a lot bigger. Send rule breakers to his exhibit. Of course. I know. One thing which would be really funny to have in the game is if you had like guests that like are causing trouble and you have like little holding cell. I would love that. That'd be so fun. You could like click on guests and just like send them there. Yeah, let's see how this is looking. Are we covering everything? Yes. And let me see some building. Little accessories. Oh, here we go. Oh. Just reading the chat, guys. He looks like he craves guests. I know. Acro is definitely probably... Like, I think he looks scarier than a T-Rex. Like I said, I feel like the size of him, I feel like he'd be better at actually... Like, you'd have more of a hard time getting away from him. And then also, he just looks scarier. Like, he has that kind of longer face. And a lot of teeth. He just seems more vicious to me, but maybe we shouldn't judge a dino by his teeth. This is very thin, so I'm hoping I'll be able to place it neatly on the pane of glass. Oh, maybe I'll actually just change it so it's a little bit brighter. Not bad, not far off. Okay, I'm just gonna place it there for now. Oh. It's just like a random crack just floating in the air. And then I will merge it as well, of course, with the group, so it will move along nicely. Oh, I did not add the glass. There we go. Now everything's merged together. So guys, when you're building, don't forget to, here instead of edit group, it'll say merge group. So if you hold down shift and left click items, so for instance this maze, we can actually merge all these groups together so that they move as one. So let me see, little pathway. So one entrance to the Acrocanthosaurus enclosure will be a little pathway that comes out from the maze, and then also somewhere around here, so there will be a few ways to see the animals. We'll have more than one in there. Oh, actually, one thing I was actually thinking of doing, guys, is replacing the path, just because we use a lot of dark wood. Usually in my parks I use a lighter wood, and I like to use this path. But I think, so if I click replace paths here, I can actually just start changing the paths quite easily. And I actually like the cobblestone better, so I think I will change things, just because I think it goes a little better with the dark wood that we have in the park. So let me see. Oh. This size maybe? Yeah, that's a nice size. Or do we want a little smaller? I need to see the guess. Oh no, I want to have it more narrow actually. I mean, the narrow path won't be good for our crowd control, but let's just see how they get on. Oh. It's not letting me place my little cobblestones. Ah, there we go. So I'm just getting a better angle to do like a nice curved path. Actually, I do need to grab the little acro in here because I just want to make sure it's a good size for him. Oh my god, look at these patches, so cute. So if you see an acro, just... Oh, there we go. His name is Connor. Cute! We got a Connor in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna pause the game so I can build. I'm just gonna edit the rocks just to make the little viewing area bigger. I probably have to make the glass a little bit bigger as well. At 29 Raptors on YouTube said, being able to move diners around is definitely one of the best features in this game. It is very, very handy. I know a few people mentioned it would be cool to be able to kind of automatically get the dinos and the animals to perform their animations. That would definitely be handy, because when I'm trying to get like good screenshots, I'm kind of waiting around for a dinosaur to roar and things like that. But guys, oh, so let me just switch back. So this screenshot, so that's actually just taken in-game using the new screenshot mode that kind of blurs out the background. I had the weather on, so it was raining. And then I did it, so that is an in-game screenshot. And then in Photoshop, I did turn down the saturation a bit just to make it kind of look a bit more darker. But it's very, very, it's edited very, very little. I might pull up the OG photo in a little bit actually to show you guys, and we can take some nice screenies. One thing I want to do is, now that we have the new screenshot mode, I want to redo the thumbnails for all the streams on YouTube using the really good screenshot mode where you can blur the background and everything and just angle the photos. It makes for some really, really cool screenshots of the animals that we actually posted yesterday on Twitter. So thanks for sharing your screenshot, guys. Okay. So I might add more to the rocks soon, but I want to just see what the rest of the enclosure is going to look like. And I'm just going to move this back a bit just so the park guests can actually like get through. Oh, but I do need to cover the glass. There we go. The in-game camera is amazing, says Mrs. T-Rex. I was redoing images I've taken. I know, it's so good. And I think there is a few more updates that will probably be in one of the updates next year. It's very exciting. I'm just adjusting, guys. Does anyone else just like sit weirdly on their chair while they're at their desk playing games or working? Okay, so let me see. What kind of fencing would be good? I mean, he needs a fairly... Obviously, he'll need like a strong fence. Yeah. So down here, we need the fence security. So obviously, you know, we can't just put some hay blocks down. So let me see what we've got. And then it'd be cool to grab some stuff from the Steam Workshop. Maybe there's, I might look up more enrichment items, because I think it was Warpath who made some really cool enrichment items, but they're in the taco enclosure. Okay. I mean, this does look kind of cool. I mean, we could kind of make our own fence. Oh, this is like... This is a bit risky. Oh my god, it's very... Sorry. So, this one's a little risky if we go for this one, because in PK, all the dinosaurs, all the animals are different, because when you breed them, they're kind of a bit randomized, so the size could vary, and so does the like color, the kind of hue and saturation of their skin. So we could get like a really big acro that is literally like leaning over the bed. Let me see what this one is. No, that's still... Oh, he's probably going to have a big secure one. Okay. Oh, we got a little message from Restream. Congratulations. We've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. That's awesome, guys. Thanks so much for taking part in today's stream. What's bugging me at the moment is this little gap here, which isn't a big deal, but like it's kind of everything as well. So let me just... There we go. I'm not sure if, like in the other prefab, if here's where the acros can kind of sleep, or if, ooh, maybe they get fed there. Very interesting. Okay, so let me grab the path and just play around with a shape for the enclosure. So I might put another window here. That might actually look nice. And then I think I will have... I don't think I'll have a path coming this way, but I do want people maybe this side of the enclosure, like to be able to view them in an open area and not just in the kind of cave area. Ooh, we could actually... I mean, we won't be able to see, but if we extend this to make a kind of cave tunnel, that would be quite creepy to be very close to the Acrocanthosaurus for the guests to see them up close like that. What has been everyone's most recent build in Prehistoric Kingdom? Were you doing an enclosure? Which animal did you make the enclosure for? Or are you just building? Because I know a lot of people just are really, really awesome builders. So Thomas asks, has anyone else still got guests walking through habitats? Yes, the guests are not very intelligent in the game at the moment, but they will in the next update coming out towards the end of the year. I think the guests are getting a bit of getting more like improved AI, and also the look, so there'll be more guest animations and ethnicities added. So we're already working on them. So I know Ida is kind of working on some new guests and what they'll look like. So hopefully in the next update, you'll see guests behaving just a lot more smarter. But we're going to have a live stream when that update comes out. We're going to test and see how clever the guests actually are. So we might try break the AI a little bit just for a fun stream. Because breaking your game live on stream is the best way to sell a game. It's getting quite large. Okay. I might actually tuck it in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. And basically, I might grab more rocks where there's no window necessarily. So to the left of the rocks where there's a gap, I want to just leave kind of hidden. Like basically guests can't go. It's not fully, you can't view like a 360 view of the enclosure. You can't walk all the way around. So hopefully this will be big enough, but I'm going to start placing the fence down. You know, I'm going to actually move this because I don't like it being so close to the maze. I want like a little gap in between where we can just fill with trees or something. I'm just going to use these rocks as a guide. Which means we'll probably have to make this a little bigger. Gorgon Bun says, currently building an Archaeopteryx aviary, not far along though. That's cool. Are you building, is it going to be like open plan, or are you building like a dome or a new kind of cage for them? Vogel said our underwater enclosure is planned. At the moment, that's not in game. I haven't heard anything about that. If that's in the game, that will be quite far out. CC Play says currently building a Protoceratops habitat. Half of it is inside a building with a walk-around view for guests and an outside area for the Protos to run about. That's very, very cute. Maybe we'll do something like that for our Protos. Protos, they remind me of like sheep. I think it's just their size. I remember when I was first playing Prehistoric Kingdom, I wasn't sure of their size, and I remember I thought I had scaled things up to be like monstrous, and then I didn't realize that Protoceratops were actually just really small. Because I think like there was nothing else in the park. I just had like a proto enclosure. I didn't have any other thing to reference it by, which is why I like to place the dinosaur, or some people place the statues down for size references. So really quickly, I'm just gonna copy this maybe, just so we have an idea. Oh, there's a tiny hidden fence. Come on. Nailed it. Can we make it a little longer? Let me see. Currently building a Brachiosaurus habitat. It's no easy build. Those things are huge. I know. Yes, that's from Frog. Illiterate scholar. I use tree sizes as a size reference. Yeah, I think just placing things down. I think people have actually made, like scale to size, like little kind of mannequins for humans that you can place in your parks. So let me see what's going to make this acro happy. Okay, so we can go with tropical, wetland, or coastal. Ooh, we did just do wetland, but I kind of want to do it again just because wetland looks very, very scary. And I think we'll keep the muddy water because when I first tried the muddy water in this park build here in the Patchy Ranch, but we changed it to the rough water. So there's calm, rough, and muddy water. So that's the kind of dark blue. Calm is a lighter blue, and I think that just looked nicer. Oh my goodness, someone has been the diet has not been agreeing with them. This all green all green diet. There we go. Gorgon is building my own enclosure I have at the beginning of the park as a sort of introduction animal. Yeah, I always do that. I think the smaller animals or like the mini exhibits are really cute to have at the start of the parks. I've seen people build like aviaries and it's almost just like an entrance centerpiece as well. Let me just, I'm a bit low. How long? Oh, we've been streaming an hour. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So I still haven't really decided the shape. I think I'll kind of just come out here a little bit. So probably off stream, I will reduce some of the path because I do want maybe around this side of it to be it'll be like a thicker, the width will be more of like a width to the path instead of just the narrow path here, because this is where we kind of want it to be a tight squeeze and be kind of intense looking at the dinos. So let me just, we want to make sure any acros we put in today don't run away. So at the moment, dinosaurs, obviously if they kind of walk out of your enclosure, if they do get out, let me just fix this a bit. If they walk out, I mean, it doesn't do anything. But eventually in one of the future updates, obviously it will. So, but we don't want to, so basically if your animal gets out now at the stage in the game, it's a very big map. Prehistoric Kingdom has a lot of building space and you could lose your prehistoric animal forever in the vast space here. So that's why we want to make sure we have our nice fence put up. I'm hoping this won't be too small. But we'll just, we'll do a little extension later on if he needs it. What could stand in for Megalosaurus? Lido could stand in for Hilo. Illiterate Scholar says, I've been spending so much time with my exhibits, but not much for the human part of the park. I feel bad for my guests. Well, guests are kind of just, they don't really do much at the moment. And at the moment, Early Access does focus on creating habitats for your animals. But after the next update, you'll notice kind of the guests just being a lot more interested in things. So that's probably when we'll see a lot more like restaurants and things like that. Let me just, will it fit? Oh. There we go. I feel like if anyone has OCD, they would like kill whoever made this fence. That'll do, that'll do. Ooh, oh yeah, we need our little habitat marker. There we go. Woohoo! Up and running. Let me just click the little acro. Is he happy enough with the size? I mean, maybe when we put more of them in, he'll want like a bigger space.
The tall neural spines running down its back are what create that beautiful scenic silhouette, although their function remains a bit of a mystery to us. I'd love to go to get a closer look at this particular specimen, but I think I'll stay this side of the fence.
Smart move, Nigel. Thomas wants to know, will guests be eaten if dinosaurs escape in the future? I'm not too sure yet. I kind of hope they will be eaten, though. It will be funny eventually if guests are running away from the dinosaurs, though. I want, like, little Psittacosaurus just be like, ah! Like, you know when Groot gets angry? Baby Groot in, like, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and he just starts to like, ah! I want, like, little mini dinosaurs to be like that at the guests, and, like, hordes of guests just running away from this tiny little pebble of a dinosaur. That would be so freaking cute. Okay, so... Okay, so it's a nice size. Not really showing at the moment the water. Oh, yes, I think because we can kind of do whatever we want, actually, because we're doing sandbox mode. So let me make sure we have the right grass. Okay. So right now I'm just quickly placing the wetland grass everywhere. And I'm going to quickly just... using the size and intensity up quite high with for the trees. I'm just gonna place loads of the trees and foliage everywhere just so we have an idea of what's going to be kind of in this enclosure. So I just like blur this a little bit. Ooh. He's hungry. Okay, let's give him some food. Illiterate Scholar, it says Nigel's a treasure. He really is. Like, guys, if you don't follow Nigel on Twitter, you really have to, because he is, like, living his best life. Like, he travels so much. He gets to see loads of cool things. He'll give you update on, like, these little baby turtles that he has. Very, very cute. So, I think I'm gonna go with the stone slab. Ooh, I guess metal would be kind of scarier. Now, let's just go with the stone, though. I'm just going to place it here for now. But we do need to edit it to make it meet. And then I'm going to just lightly around where the rocks are. So we'll probably just expand some of the rocks to make it slightly more cave-like. I don't know if I'll do that behind the scenes or this stream, just because I don't want it to be, the stream to be basically just all rock building. Will Nigel be getting his own park in the game? What do you mean by park? Like, will they have a... I mean, you could name a park after Nigel. Or, like, I've seen people recreate a prehistoric park in the game. That's been nice to see. But no, you will hear Nigel. He will continue to do a lot of narrating in the game. That's fun to have Nigel still on board. Got to head off. Bye, Mrs. T-Rex. Thanks so much for keeping an eye on YouTube, on the YouTube chat. Let me see. So glad you got Nigel for this. Yes, Beanie on YouTube. I know. It was very cool to be able to have Nigel in the game. So I think I'm just gonna get some of the wet rocks or the wet terrain, the mud, the wet terrain. Because I don't know, do I want maybe... I think it would be cool. Let me see if I just place a few rocks. I want this to be kind of like a disheveled, like, enclosure. Like, kind of random. Oh, one sec. Darren, if you see Jinx, can you bring her on? If you see her, yeah. She's somewhere. My partner's finished recording. So if he sees the little kitten, he's gonna bring her on stream. I think she's sleeping under the sofa. So what I actually think would be really cool is I'm gonna take a look on the Steam Workshop, or maybe we can build our own next week, but to kind of have like old building ruins in this enclosure, and we can make our own. I know a lot of people have had really cool... Oh my god, you guys, here she is. Here's my little kitty. Do you see her? Here's Jinx. Oh, she's sleepy. Good girl. That's little Jinx. She's a little baby Smilodon. Oh, she's got sleepy eyes. Oh, there she is. She doesn't really look at the camera too much. Thank you. So her name is Jinx, so that's the new kitty that we got just like maybe about a month ago now. And we have one older cat, so they are getting along a bit better in case anyone wants to know. So essentially, they didn't... the older cat kind of bullies and patrols the little one, but slowly they're starting to just like tolerate each other more. And probably once day they do still like chase and hiss at each other a bit. I think when they have like the zoomies, they get like really excited. And but they're starting to do more, like they'll kind of sit and sleep on the sofa next to each other, or kind of within like a closer proximity, or they'll both be up on the window looking out. So they're doing more together, which is a good step. So Frog says, will Dilophosaurus be receiving an exhibit once they arrive in PK? Well, probably, if any of you guys don't know, so I've done so far 3 Let's Builds on the PK YouTube channel. So also, guys, if you missed the PK streams and you want to look back at anything, especially the Halloween stream, guys, check out the Halloween stream we did with all the character drawings that Ida was drawing on stream. That's a really good one to watch. But basically, we do re-uploads of the stream over on YouTube. But yeah, I will probably... I would like to do more Let's Builds. So far, they've come out for each update. There wasn't one for the Halloween update, but I want to do more. I might even do 3 for each of the new species coming to Prehistoric Kingdoms. That would be Dilophosaurus, Solidosaurus, and Coelophysis. Illiterate Scholar says, I personally treat this game as an unofficial sequel to Prehistoric Park. That's pretty good. I mean, kind of, yeah, with Nigel. It's good nostalgia vibes. Okay, so let me get some muddy water. I'm not too sure how this is gonna look, because I've placed the rocks first. I probably should have placed the rocks last. Let's just see what happens. Ooh, it looks cute. Hello, kitty. I think my kitten is actually gonna jump up now. Oh, here she is. Hello, Jinx. She has a little blankie here, so hopefully she'll just stay there. She has, I don't know, I have, if I guys, oh no, she's coming over. Okay, so I have this microphone, and she keeps biting these little bits. And she's very, like, I don't know, it's like such a young cat, because I'm so used to the older cat. Like, if you say no or move something, like, she'll just kind of forget about it, or she'll be like, oh, okay, I'm not supposed to do that. But with a kitten, you kind of forget. They get so easily distracted. She's walking on my desk now. No, Jinx, I have this dream. Oh my god, the zoom in. Ah, she's in front of the screen. Okay. Let me see. I actually want to see what it looks like. Oh no, oh I placed. Jinx, stop! Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. She's like chewing next to the microphone. Jinx, stop, 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 stop. You'll have to be put out. So guys, that wasn't me chewing on the mic stand. That was the kitten. Some water actually looks kind of cool here. Maybe we'll just keep it. You know what? I kind of like it. Let's keep it. Thank you, Jinx, for her input. Maybe we'll clean like a little bit up. But I want them to be splashing at the window. Oh, maybe we'll move their food so they can actually get it, though. Oh. Convenient excuse, blame your kitty. I will blame her for everything. Everything I can get away with. Yes, all good with the chat. So let me see. Oh yeah, so he also needs, well, I'm gonna play around. So what I'd normally do is I'd play around with the terrain a little bit just to see. So I want some mud coming out of the water, and then I also want to kind of blend it in. We're getting some very scary vibes, and we'll need to put, I think what we will do for next week's stream is make kind of broken rocks and ruins. And we'll also grab a few things from the Steam Workshop that we can include. Maybe hidden somewhere in the enclosure can be like a nice happy thing. Like the Acros, they know they play a part in being such a scary dino. Okay, look at the muck in the rain, guys. Isn't it so nice? We'll place a few friends in the enclosure. Just in a few minutes. And then we can maybe check out the new screenshot mode. Because I want to show that to you guys in case anyone hasn't tried it out yet. If you're not that interested in taking photos, it's actually really, really cool. You can play around with it for ages. So, with just a very low intensity, I'm just gonna lightly tap just to try and blend the terrains together. I think what I'll do is it'd be cute to get some footprints. I know there's some footprints on the workshop. So I'll get the acro ones, and we can place loads of acro footprints in the mud. Actually, something that... Oh my god, he's sleeping! He's so cute! Look at his little feet. His long little toenails. I really love the skin of this acro as well. I just love the blue. And then you can kind of see some red, orange. I'm actually gonna... Let's breed like the exact same one again and just see if it looks a little different. I'm gonna give him a little girlfriend. And then we'll grab, I guess we can grab like a few females. For the, for this acro. Oh, enclosure's dirty. The tacos have not pooped all stream. I'm a little concerned. Are they not eating their... Oh, yeah, one is eating. Oh, I think he's stuck actually. Oh, this is Nano.
Now this little fella is a Acrocanthosaurus. Thanks to a number of recent findings, we were able to restore this creature to a high degree of genetic accuracy, right down to the quills and coloration in some of its species.
He just wants the food so much. Yeah, so guys, the taco enclosure is one of the it is, I think, the first enclosure we did for this park. I think we did the entrance first. But yeah, so there is 3 tacos. So that was Nano. Ooh, oh, there's Mao. Trying to escape. And then we have one more. Oh, these are some of the enrichment items that we got, that we downloaded from the workshop. So there's kind of little balls to play with, and then we have this kind of like a climbing frame, or maybe they can like stretch their little claws on. There's a little kind of dodge box. That would be cute. It'd be cute if they try climb up and they sit on it. Let's see. Oh, this was another little workshop item that we downloaded as well. I just thought it was a really cute little shelter. One thing that we should do actually is change the color of the straw, just so it matches. Oh, is it not changing? Oh, there we go. There we go. Basically, I just want it to match the other little, the little shelter. Very cute, very cute. But yeah, lots of cool shelters and buildings that you can place around your park in the workshop, guys. So check it out if you haven't already. I do want to open up screenshot mode. There was one cool thing we downloaded, which I actually might play around with to place in the center of the water. So what was it? Oh my god. Okay, I forget the name again, guys. Oh, Stonehenge. That's what. So I think maybe this place down, like if I scale it, that could be really cool to have in the center. Oh, there we go. So let me I'm just gonna move this because maybe we will still use it. And let's see how this looks. I think I'll spread the rocks out a little bit and then get rid of a few rocks just so the acro can move in between. Oh, and also I'm gonna grab the color of these rocks. So I'm just gonna press Control and C on my keyboard to copy the color of the rocks here. And click on the Stonehenge group, click the color, and if I say Control and then V on the keyboard, that pastes the color into our little color box. Hello, Rengoku, welcome to the stream. Oh, and don't forget, guys, so if you just click, let's see, what is it? Oh yeah, so if you bring the advanced editing tool here, and if you notice like, oh, I can't scale the group, it's because you need to select each item, not individually, so you just add the group, and you can just drag everything, or if you hit Control A, that will just select everything in the group, and then you can use the scaling edit. So I'm going to remove a couple of these just because I want the acros to be able to make their way in. What to toss? It's Stonehenge 2.0. There, so now they can kind of make their way around a little bit more. And what I'll probably do is I like to get the so one of the rocks is like a kind of cluster of rocks, so I'll scale and add that kind of beside the bigger rocks just to look a little bit more realistic in terms of rock placement, even though obviously these rocks would be like they would have been placed there. They weren't just the rocks, most likely did not naturally just fall here in the enclosure or form here. So Antsy wants to know on YouTube, what's your opinion on Prehistoric Planet? Prehistoric Planet was awesome. Guys, if you haven't watched Prehistoric Planet, it's basically a kind of short limited series on Apple. I'm sure you can watch clips of it online as well, where I think there was 5 episodes, all on basically prehistoric animals. So you get to see lots of dinosaurs in it. And the first episode, I like the first episode was sad, and then also the last episode has like a little baby triceratops, which his eyes look creepy, but he's still very cute. But yeah, it's awesome. We were looking forward to when it came out. I think I said in a previous stream it was really cool because we had a summer. We had like Prehistoric Kingdom was out in early access by then. You had the final installment of the Jurassic World franchise, and then also Prehistoric Planet came out. So it was an awesome summer for paleontology. In the media anyway. But there is a lot of cute, I see lots of little like paleo kind of dinosaur cute like farming games popping up now, so I really gotta take another look and maybe add oh no. How did you get in here? He's like trying to get he's trying to get that screenshot. There's a new trend. Nope. Illiterate Scholar says there's a new series from Netflix coming next year. It covers more eras and not just dinosaurs. It'll be 8 episodes long. Yes, I saw that as well. I think a few YouTubers that cover like dinosaur related games and media were talking about that. So does anyone know the name of the Netflix documentary? Shame you can't move guests. I know. Hopefully he'll have to go to the bathroom soon, so we'll wonder. Maybe we'll pretend he's like, oh no, he's just decided he's had enough. Are more guests? Oh my god, they're all just watching. They're like, it's time for the sacrifice. Oh, we got some jagged lines. That was when I removed the water earlier, so I'll have to do some cleaning up later with the water. Let me get rid of the poop though. I think our acros are hiding. So actually I want to quickly place some foliage, and then what I'll do off stream, and I'll record it and then I'll play it as like a speed build for next week, is I'll rearrange the rocks. I want to kind of have this come out so it's more cave-like. I don't know if I want to raise some of the terrain a little bit. Like imagine like it was kind of steep coming down this way for the acros to like run down, and that's how they kind of like run into the glass and smash it. I mean, they're not on rollerblades, but the muck could get slippy, so. Bogle on Twitch said he booked the adventure package, including a trip to the carnivore enclosure. Yep. Big spenders. Oh no, we got another one. That's what Thomas in the chat said earlier, was like, are guests walking in anyone else's habitat? So hopefully guests will be a lot smarter very shortly in the next update, and we can test. Oh my god, we got some twins over here. Oh no, they're just twinning in their outfit. But yeah, so we're going to be testing how smart the guest AI is in a future stream, so that'll be very fun to do. I do just want to edit some of the group. That roar is so cool, isn't it, guys? So let me just place a couple of foliage just so... Oh, is he going to drink some water? Oh, we didn't place his friends down. I was thinking, like, where are all the other acros? So I'm going to place down some foliage, and then I'm going to open up the screenshot mode and show you guys some of the new features. So if I scale the size and density down really low, it'll just place one tree or like one shrub or bush down. So if you want to kind of be a bit more accurate with your placing, or like we did earlier with the trees, if we move up the size and density, we can place down a lot very quickly, which is awesome if you just want to quickly make enclosures. That's going to come in handy when there's more park management in the game, and a lot of people just want to quickly kind of make a park and then get straight into the management side of things. So if I select a few now, I'm just going to quickly place a lot here. Okay, so if we, hey Swifty Folkler, welcome to today's stream. So we just built our Acro Enclosure. We'll probably add a few more things to it next week, but so far we have sort of just the beginning of an entrance sort of viewing area for guests, but then also they can see from the other side as well. And we want it to be quite like a scary, kind of intense kind of experience for guests. So that's why I think I'll build something along the other side of the path so they're quite close up to the glass. Okay, so screenshot mode. So if you just click the little camera down at the bottom here on the left side of the screen. So this would be just normal photo we're taking, cute screenshot. If you move the time scale, you can kind of follow your animal around. So I'll do this sometimes if I'm just waiting for them to roar or do something a bit more exciting. So field of view, we can kind of zoom in and out. We can add a letterbox, so we can be like, oh no, the danger, gets like a little cinematic movie can play or something. Exposure, so we can make things brighter. The camera roll here, like it literally rolls the camera. So if I do this, and then if you click the effects, oh well, first of all, actually what I like to do is, maybe we'll get some food, his food in shot. So if you play around with the time of day, which is what I do, so before I take a photo, I just like to play around with the light and just get the scales looking really nice, like get a nice reflection or shine on the scales. And we can change around not just the time of day, but the angle in which the light is coming from. So I want to kind of light up his face. And then if I go into effects, so bloom makes things a little brighter, a little vignette, make things look a little smoky. I turn this on, you can like turn it up. I think that's to I don't know when Instagram first started, but everyone would do like this to all their photos. I think a little bit is nice. So I'm gonna enable the depth of field, and then I can make things very, very blurry, and then this will set the focus distance. So obviously this is very close toward us on the screen, and if we move it along, that blur will kind of be moved backwards in the photo. So now just like the trees in the very background are blurred, or we can blur it all the way up so that that guy is out of the picture. But definitely play around with the screenshot mode, guys, because it's very, very fun to take photos of now. Of all the animals, especially the blur effect. It just instantly makes the photo look better. Very nice, very nice. He's very cute. Thank you for posing. Yeah, guys, make sure you share all your screenshots and your builds on our Discord, because we often feature screenshots in our weekly screenshot Saturdays or just in community spotlights as well. So let's take a look at some of our girls before we finish up today's stream. We've been streaming an hour and a half now. That's a nice little playthrough. Our park is still popping though. I mean, it's probably the only dino park in the world in game at the moment, but I mean, oh look, everyone is like wanting to see the acro. Nice, nice. So yeah, I'm happy with everything so far. I just need to tweak and edit the little kind of viewing cave area that we have here. I want to put some kind of bedding. I don't know if I'll keep the water here. That was a little mistake that my kitty did while she was standing on the desk. But I do have to redo because the water edges went a bit jagged when I removed the water. But I do want a big centerpiece of water and all these like cool rocks that they can kind of weave in between. And also because I want people, the guests looking in, to like not be able to get a full look at them. They have to pay for that VIP experience to actually go in and get a decent look at the acros. Oh, look at them eating their food. Oh. So we play around again with the blur and just be blurred in the background. I really like the camera roll. I never used to think I'd like it too much, but a little tilt is quite like makes things a little more intense. So there's two of the girls there. Very nice, very nice. The new screenshot mode is very fun. I take a lot of, well, I know I take all of the did you know screenshots, and it's always just using the in-game screenshot mode. So I'm definitely going to have fun with the next lineup of Dino Facts. So the next Dino Facts I have, so our writer Lindsay, who does a lot of the in-game writing. So any kind of writing or text you see, a lot of that I believe is done by her. So she has some facts for me, but they're for the new species. So in the next few weeks, we're going to be posting a lot, promoting the update coming with the new species. So you'll see a lot of cool facts on those dinosaurs and maybe little previews. And of course, we'll have to do a stream before the update launches as well. I think the rainy, cloudy weather with the wetland terrain looks really, really cool. Oh my god, there's another guest. Girl! Stop trying to do the new TikTok trend. It's like, can you keep it cool in the Acro enclosure? Can you like walk from one side to the other? And you cannot run. Oh, Elephant Puppet is going. Thank you so much for checking out today's stream. Blake on YouTube says that's a chunky boy. Oh, so Swifty says, I don't want to dig, but when will Prehistoric Kingdom be available again with Epic Games and GeForce Now? I just missed to play this game. It should be available. It's very strange. I'll mention that to the devs later, see if there's something up, because make sure you if you go into your account settings, just try resync your account to Epic or Steam, whichever you, well, I believe it must be Epic, I guess. So try resync your account just to make sure it's picking up the new update. But yeah, because it should just pretty much update automatically. Oh, so Alexandra on YouTube said, oh, Acrocanthosaurus, one of my favorite dinosaurs. Glad they're back in the game. Acro is very, very cool. Beanie says, love having that guy stood right behind it. Yeah. The brave guests. Oh. Maybe there's like a space in the glass that I didn't realize. I think they're actually just walking in between the rocks. Oh, you guys, I found where they're coming from. They're probably digging like a little tunnel. Let me just turn up. I'll just stop the rain just so we can see. So obviously maybe here we can have like some shops or some stores, or we can maybe fit another enclosure, and then obviously we'll have more pathways that lead further into the park, and probably this way in the park will lead to some bigger, scarier dinosaurs. Let me just get a nice shot of our little acros. Ooh. Very, very cute. So thank you guys so much for joining me today for our live stream. Next week we're going to continue our building on our prehistoric park. So we'll add a few things for the Acrocanthosaurus enclosure, but then we'll download a few things to the workshop. I'm sorry, Nigel, I'm speaking. That was very rude. So we'll grab a few things to the workshop to add to the Acro enclosure. We'll kind of neaten everything up a little bit, and then we'll do a vote to see what is the next prehistoric animal habitat that we'll be building for our park. So stay tuned for that. And I think next week we'll also do another giveaway on stream. So guys, if you don't have the game yet, or if you really want one of your friends to play the game, check out the live stream next Tuesday. We have the same time next week, and you could be in with a chance to win a key. You'll be given away to a random person in the chat. So thanks again, guys, for keeping me company with this week's stream. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.